Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Isaiah Stewart.
Here we go. Yeah, his impact on the glass is drifting downward. You know, sometimes as a player, your focus shifts. You redirect your energy toward other phases of the game, and that could be what's happening here. But obviously, it's a bit of a concern going forward.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Harris steps in at the 4, with Duren at the center spot. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivey. And it's Houston in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Turner at center, with Antetokounmpo next to him. Trent on the wing. He's joined by Kuzma. And it's MP in at point guard. We have the first leg of the NBA season, Greg, now behind us. The standings starting to come into shape.
Yeah, right now is when you can make sense of wins and losses. Who you play matters so much early on, but things have started here to balance out.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the bucket by the Pistons. And Turner throws it down.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to Ivey. Back to Cunningham. Here's Houston. Here's the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Jordan against Duren. Jordan looking it over. And here's Trent. Ivey defending. Just 4 to shoot. Takes a 3. Trent can't hit. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Jacks up a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivey? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
Giannis dunks it down.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Cunningham against Jordan. Here's Houston. And another 3 for Detroit.
You can't have a better start than that, connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
Outside, Jordan. Down low, Turner. And Turner throws it down.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Pass to Ivey. Shakes him. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Yeah, and I like Cunningham from the mid-range area of the floor. It's the most difficult place for a defense to run extra traffic at you.
Here's MP following the basket by Cade Cunningham. On the wing, Turner. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And a deep 3 from MP. Drills the three-pointer.
And look at that range from MP. He's really showing it off right now. He may be young, but man, does he ever shoot it with confidence.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 6. They get it back. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Well, when you grab the offensive rebound, you're already right there at the rim. It makes the putback that much easier.
Pass to Trent. Back to MP. And it's Trent in the corner. Outside Jordan. Three-pointer. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's a key 3 for MP. If he hits these at a high rate, he'll have a spot in this league for a long time.
And a wide-open look for Cunningham. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Cunningham's got 9.
Yeah, boy, is he dialed in. Perfect from the field this period.
You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skill.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself. And that is the difference.
Here's Ivey. And it's sent back by Turner.
This is the kind of rim protection Turner provides. Excellent at timing that rejection.
The shot by Ivey, no good. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Washington Wizards.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
The key when you go into a hostile territory is play with a purpose and stay true to your game plan. That's what they did.
Now, here's Ivy. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back over to you, Kevin.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now, Cunningham. Following the three-point attempt by MP. Cunningham passes to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Now here's Jordan. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. Hits the three-point bomb. Kuzma's got 6.
That is a great possession. Get Kuzma the ball, and Kyle will drill those catch-and-shoot chances.
Cunningham up top. 26 points for him last game against Atlanta.
But he also picked apart the defense with his passing. I mean, this guy can really read the floor.
Now, here's MP. Following the miss by Cade Cunningham. MP passes to Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Jordan's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Houston. No good with the triple. Bucks leading by 3. It's stolen by Harris. Over in the corner, Cunningham fires the 3. Here's Duren. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, whenever he's on the floor, this team needs Duren to be all over the glass. That is his primary role.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Shots good by Turner.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Harris outside. Houston passes to Cunningham. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Jordan. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Back to Jordan. And here's Trent outside. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ivy passes to Harris. Back to Ivy. Steps back and fires. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Too smooth from the mid-range. Defenders can't let Ivy get comfortable from there.
Now, MP. 6 points for him. Turner finds Jordan. Now Turner back to Jordan. Sinks the triple. MP's got 9.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Houston. For 3, Harris. Rebounded by the Bucks. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with a win.
And their last matchup was a nail-biter, but they hung on, and in part it was because of their rebounding.
Now here is Harris. Following the miss by MP. Harris kicks to Cunningham. Here's Ivy. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And a slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
Greg, the Pistons had some decisions to make this summer, with some of their veterans hitting free agency.
And with Cade Cunningham making All-NBA and earning that raise, a tighter squeeze financially, not easy to keep a high-performing team together.
Now, here's MP. 9 points in the game so far. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Pass to Ivy. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good again that time. Bucks leading by 8. Jordan outside. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Jordan finds Trent. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Kuzma can't get it to go. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to Atlanta.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Well, that's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. So for the Pistons, Houston's checked in, and it's Jaden Ivey in for Karis LeVert. Robinson passes to Cunningham. This one for 3, and Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists now tonight. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. On the floor for Detroit, at the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Houston in at the 4 spot. Robinson finds Cunningham. Here's Houston. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Giannis outside. Pass to Portis. It's hauled in by Stewart.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
Cunningham against Jordan. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Ivy. Just 5 to shoot. Over Anthony, and Detroit again with the bucket.
And he's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Here's MP. He's got 9. Trent with the wide open look. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Trent's got himself on the board with 3 there. The Pistons leading. Pass to Houston. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Antetokounmpo dishes to MP. Trent outside. Outside, Jordan. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Anthony finds MP. Antetokounmpo, no good. Right side, Robinson for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Some changes here for the Bucks. Miles Turner comes in for Portis, and Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Anthony. Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Tobias Harris comes in for Duncan Robinson. And so it's Detroit with the ball. They trail by 1. Harris outside. To Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. A fader. And that one comes up a bit short.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Now, here is Jordan. He's got 9. Pass to Trent. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. The Pistons have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Cunningham for 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. Take a look at Jordan. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Oh, he has taken the league by storm, exceeding many people's expectations. This award is his to lose.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back to you guys.
Establishing the mindset. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. MP with it. He's got 9. Pass to Turner. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And MP with the basket on the assist by Giannis. Jordan's got 12.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
From the arc. The shot by Ivy, no good. The Bucks leading. Trent passes to Turner. Makes it off the glass. He's got 9.
And he is a load inside. Turner can back anybody down to get to his sweet spot.
Pass to Cunningham. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Giannis kicks to MP. Kuzma. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That one misses for Kuzma. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that 3-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Pass to Houston. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's 3-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the 3-point shot in today's game.
And you look at Trent. The third spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the 3-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
To the wing on the left. Here's Kuzma. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Jordan passes to Trent. It's stolen by Harris. Ivey against Giannis. Misses from short range. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 45% in quarter number 2. Kuzma kicks to MP. Turner passes to Jordan. Turner up top. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
That one good for 2. Cunningham's got 10 points in the quarter.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
There's Kuzma. No good from outside. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Milwaukee on top, leading by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
We all have big expectations for MP, and he's crushing it. Lets his game do the talking. You like to see that from a young player.
Well, coming back to the game of the night, the Bucks find themselves in a close one.
They're playing with the team-first attitude, making that extra.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. MP out there with Gary Trent. And it's Turner in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Here's Cunningham. Pops in the layup for 2. Cunningham's got 24 points.
And the defense was solid right there, but Cunningham was able to fight through it with better offense.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21. Last season, his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
No good from Jordan. Pistons trailed by 3. Pass to Cunningham. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. No good. That would have tied it. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Giannis outside. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Harris.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And that one misses. Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off. when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before, for sure. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut back down again to 5. The basket that time coming from Cunningham. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Jordan outside. Left side, Turner. The shot from 20 feet away. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists tonight. Milwaukee leading by 5. Trent kicks to Antetokounmpo. Here's MP. MP gets the job done inside.
Well, these types of looks are easy for MP. The defense must make it harder for the young guy.
MP against Cunningham. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on MP.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
And we're seeing Cunningham turn himself into a leader. This is why he went first overall back in 2021.
Kuzma outside. Trent passes to MP. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Houston. Back to Cunningham. The shot from the low post is good. Cunningham's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
Back to Turner from downtown. It's good again, and the next one 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And the uniqueness of Turner, an elite shot blocker who has deep range on that jumper.
Harris passes to Cunningham. To the inside. Duren. And Duren slams it in. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Jordan kicks to Kuzma. And Turner throws it down.
And a big night for Miles Turner so far. Really playing hard, trying to make every possession count.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Houston. Guarded by Kuzma. Back to Cunningham. Nailed from three-point land. Cunningham's got 36.
And look at how he's evolved from his rookie year. Cade is so much more confident in his three.
MP against Cunningham. Back to MP. Trent passes to MP. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Houston. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Kuzma outside. Jordan with the screen on Harris. Kuzma can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 4. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. No problems knocking that one down. Cunningham's got 39.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Cunningham for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. MP outside. Back to Kuzma. Launches a 3, and the 3 ball is good. Kuzma's got 14 points for the game.
And he's what I call a prepared shooter. With strong fundamentals, Kuzma is a capable threat from the perimeter.
To Cunningham. Lays it up and banks it in. Cunningham's got 41.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Milwaukee. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And of course, there's the Pistons, 3.5 back.
And right now for the Pistons, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
Well, I think that extra gear is coming, especially as we get further down the stretch when you're trying to build momentum for a playoff run.
Kuzma can't get it to go. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. 4-point game. Ivy dishes to Cunningham. Lets the three fly. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Turner with a screen on Duren. Outside Turner. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Jordan finds Portis. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Trent. Lays it up off the glass. Trent's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, the dime from MP on time and on target.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Bucks making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. And then for Detroit, Stewart comes in for Duren, and it's LeVert in for Cunningham. Here's LeVert. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Harris outside. That three off the mark. Bucks leading by 6. MP outside. Inside, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely, and it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Here's Harris. From down in the low post, it goes. Harris has got his first points of the game. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Bucks passing it around. Anthony, the pass to MP. Trent kicks to Jordan. 5 to shoot. Trent gets a screen from Jordan. And another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Harris inside, working on Portis. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Harris. Portis, the pass to Jordan. Back to Portis, and stolen by Ivy. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Back to you.
On the run. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Turner. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Ivy, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks leading by 6. Anthony dishes to MP. Takes the 3. Rebound, Detroit. 1:04 left in the third. MP against Ivy. No good on the triple.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Pass to Turner. Nails the baby hook. Turner's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
On the wing, Harris. Back to Ivy. To the middle. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Turner, the bounce pass. And Portis throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
And here's Ivy. He's got 9. Fires for 3. No good on that one. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
And he runs their offense for a reason. He's
third substitution here for Milwaukee. Turner's checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Taurean Prince. Trent's checked in for Porter. And it's Jordan in for Anthony. On the court for the Pistons, Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Houston in at the small forward. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Cunningham. Jordan outside. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Pass to Turner. Back to MP. And again, the Bucks miss.
he was torching them from deep in the first half, but he has not made one here in the second.
Ivy against Trent. Here's Houston. And they get it back. Ivy finds Harris. Cunningham for 3. Bucks leading by 6. Jordan the pass to Trent. It's MP top of the key. Trent outside. MP outside. Clock at 4. Over in the corner, out of the Kumbo. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Ivy with the bucket.
And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier, and it's good for 2. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
And the foul called on MP. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Bucks leading by 4. Outside Jordan. Pass to Trent. Back to Jordan. It's up a 3.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
Harris, good.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Milwaukee's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Out left to the wing. A wide open look here for Kuzma. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Kuzma's got 5 points now this quarter. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Jordan passes to Giannis. Back to MP. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Now, Ivy. Cunningham kicks to Ivy. Off target with his 3.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Trent outside. MP outside. Back to Trent. Outside, Jordan. Here's Kuzma. Duren pulls it in.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Bucks leading by 5. Kuzma passes to MP. Trent gets a screen from Jordan. From past the arc, Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, he's gotten his rhythm now. He's really looking comfortable in the second half.
The Pistons working the ball around now. They get it back. Milwaukee has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. MP against Cunningham. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Now Trent. MP. Cunningham pulls it down. Pistons trail by 8. Oh, what a move! Does not go in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Now onto the Kumbo. Here's Trent. Turner with the screen for Trent. No good from 3. And, well, Detroit shooting about 47% here in the fourth. And they're pushing it up. Onto the Kumbo. And that one drops.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Cleared away by Turner. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Now, here's MP. Now Kuzma. Here's Jordan. Puts up the 3. And Harris will pull it down. Outside Cunningham. And stolen by Kuzma. Now Jordan. Now Kuzma. Outside Jordan. It's Kuzma beyond the arc. And it's off.
This is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
He just wants the ball more than anybody else on the floor, and it's ending up in his hands as a result.
It's like Ivy has that sixth sense of where his teammates are on the floor.
And so, MV will bring it up for Milwaukee. They've held a 12-point lead early. Five on the clock. Now Turner. It's stolen by Harris.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside Jordan. From outside, Duren pulls it down. And so the Bucks take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Well, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
You're fond of saying stats don't matter without the win, so since you did win, I want to ask, you had a few steals tonight, but I'm guessing you think you should have had more? Of course. Well, if you won, though, doesn't that mean you had enough?
I don't hunt steals to get steals. I play aggressively because it puts the opponent on edge. That's the right amount of pressure at the right time, makes the other team crack. So I want to apply pressure at all times. You can always be better, though. That's all I mean by saying I should have had more, okay?
Understood. Thanks, Anthony.
You're welcome.
Kevin, over to you.
All right, thanks, Tom. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our report.